And then when you gather all of this information, those two things together, that's the time that you find that sweet spot where your unique qualities meets the need of your audience. And it is within that intersection is where your USP lies. Your goal is to create a proposition that solves a problem, fulfills a need, and provides a unique benefit. And this is where you get closer and closer to really defining your USP.
This is Let's Make Waves podcast. I'm your host, Rana Al-Basri Marwan, and I believe that we're all here to make waves. I created this podcast to help you build your brand by sharing with you tools, resources, and strategies to gain professional authority for better business opportunities. If you want to get unstuck, you've come to the right place. Let's get started.
There's one thing that is a gem, and this thing will help you make a lasting impression in the world of personal branding. This gem is your unique selling proposition, your USP. So basically, your USP is an essential step in the journey towards standing out, leaving a memorable mark. Let's dive a little bit deeper. What exactly is a unique selling proposition? Well, think of it as a secret sauce. It's a secret sauce that sets you apart from the crowd. Your USP is that distinctive element that makes you the go-to person in your field. It's a special flavor that will make your brand unique to you. And if your next question is, why do I need a USP? Why is it so crucial in the grand scheme of personal branding? Well, let me say that's a great question. Because your USP is your competitive edge. It's your niche in the market that you're in. And it is also the thing that makes you memorable, indispensable to your audience. So in this big world that is bombarded with information, your USP will be the beacon that will guide others to you. So the best way to explain it is to go a little bit deeper. Let's define what is a unique selling proposition. I'll start with two things. So on one hand, it's all about you. You need to identify your strengths, your passions, your skills, anything that sets your soul on fire. What are you exceptionally good at? Take that time, do that self-reflection so that you'll be able to pinpoint those key elements. On the other hand, it's your target audience. And you need to understand, who are you really trying to reach? What are their needs, their desires, and of course, their pain points? Your USP should resonate with your audience, with that target audience. So get to know them like the back of your hand. And then when you gather all of this information, those two things together, that's the time that you find that sweet spot where your unique qualities meets the need of your audience. And it is within that intersection is where your USP lies. Your goal is to create a proposition that solves a problem, fulfills a need, and provides a unique benefit. And this is where you get closer and closer to really defining your USP. I want to explore more about unique selling proposition. The best way to do it is to give you some examples. So I have examples for individuals, professionals, as well as companies. Let's start with the individuals. I will start with Elon Musk. So his USP is revolutionizing transportation on Earth and beyond. And it's very clear. Here, Musk's USP revolves around his visionary approach to sustainable energy through Tesla, and of course, the space exploration, which is SpaceX. They both showcase his commitment to innovation and bold transformative goals. Another example I'll give you is Oprah Winfrey, and her USP is inspiring and empowering lives through storytelling. Here, Oprah's USP centers around her ability to connect audience through an authentic and impactful storytelling format. And this is done through her talk shows, her books, her media projects, etc. Another good example is Richard Branson, and his USP is disrupting industries with a touch of fun and adventure. And this is where you see Richard Branson's personality also come out. His USP highlights what Virgin Group, his group, their unconventional and very approachable and adventurous approach to business. It also emphasizes innovation and the customer centric experience that Virgin does. These were examples of individuals. Let's look at examples of companies. One of my favorite is Apple, and Apple's USP is design-driven innovation for a seamless user experience. And here, Apple's USP revolves around its commitment to sleek design, user-friendly interface, and a seamless integration between the hardwares and the software. And this is where they become sets them apart in the industry that they're in. Another good example is Nike. Their USP is empowering athletes of all levels with cutting-edge performance gear. This USP emphasizes Nike's dedication to innovation through athletic wear, inspiring individuals to push through their limits, achieving their best, of course, using high-performance products. Another example is Amazon. And Amazon's USP is the world's most customer-centric company, offering convenience and variety. And it's a very clear USP when you experience Amazon. It centers around their commitment to always have customer satisfaction. They provide an extensive selection of products, and of course, the fast delivery, seamless online experience that you have on Amazon. My last example is Coca-Cola. And their USP is the original and authentic refreshment for moments of happiness. And here, Coca-Cola's USP revolves around its iconic status, emphasizing the emotional connection and the joy that is associated with their classic beverage. I wanted to give these examples so you can see the power and the effect of a very clear and captivating USP. Do you see it? And that is what an effective USP does. It is not a tagline, but it is a reflection of a unique value proposition that will resonate with the target audience. It communicates why someone or why a company is the best choice in a specific market or in a specific industry. So let's go back to the individual USPs for your personal brand. And as you know, a well-defined USP should be clear, concise, and tailored to resonate with your target audience. So once this is done, it becomes all about communicating it and what makes you the best choice in your field, and by creating a compelling narrative around your professional identity. So that's crucial. Let's talk about this crucial step of communicating your USP effectively across various platforms, because it's not enough to have a fantastic USP if no one really knows about it, right? So first, I would suggest craft a compelling elevator pitch. And an elevator pitch, as you know, is a concise, a short, engaging statement that should encapsulate your USP and leaves a really good and lasting impression. Think of it for your personal brand. Think of elevator pitch like the front door. Okay, it invites people and kind of want them to learn more. Okay, the next thing I would suggest is leveraging storytelling. And this is where you can also highlight other distinctive elements about yourself that sets you apart in the market. Some of those elements are definitely your expertise, your specialization, any kind of proven track record of success or work that you've done. Client testimonials and references are great also to have. If you have an innovative approach or a very special method, talk about it, because by bringing it to the table, it will help you to demonstrate your forward-thinking mindset. So same thing goes for any kind of problem-solving skills. Highlight that. And of course, share and talk about your continuous learning processes, That's very important to show your commitment to learning. And of course, any kind of value-driven pricing structure through your products or service where you can articulate the benefits of those products and service in relation to your customer and why they should invest in those services. You can also highlight and talk about any kind of industry awards or recognitions that you have. What's important is that to remember that the key is to be, as always, genuine and authentic in communicating your USP. It should resonate with your target audience, and it should also clearly demonstrate the unique value that you bring to the table as a professional. So as we wrap up today's episode, I really hope that you remember that your personal brand is a continuous work of art. It evolves with you, it reflects your growth, and it reflects your experiences. So go ahead, define that unique selling proposition, communicate it through your content, through your offering, and as your career progresses, revisit that USP, add more value to it. As always, thank you so much for joining me on Let's Make Waves podcast. I really appreciate you listening. And as always, if you find this episode valuable, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends. I hope you stay inspired, keep making waves, and I'll see you next week.